According to OCBC's 2023 Financial Wellness Index, many Singaporeans are struggling with their finances. For example, more than half of Singaporeans don't have sufficient emergency funds saved up to overcome a crisis. 40% of Singaporeans do not have a retirement plan, and of those who have a retirement plan, only 35% of them are on track. Meanwhile, many Singaporeans have bad financial habits, such as only paying the minimum credit card sum and often borrowing money from friends and family. This is despite Singapore being one of the richest countries in the world, have high savings rates, high home ownership rates, and a low poverty rate. So what's going on? As it turns out, in the 2018 National Values Assessment Survey, it was found that kiasu and materialistic were listed as the top 10 perceptions of Singapore society. Okay, kiasu probably sounds harsh. Perhaps a better term would be competitive. This is totally understandable, as most of us grew up in a competitive environment since our childhood days. This explains why we often see queues after queues for the latest iPhone, limited edition Hello Kitty toy, and special edition watch, while many are spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on the latest Labubu craze, while aspiring to own a private property despite already having a comfortable house to live in. In fact, according to the same OCBC survey, 16% of Singaporeans spend beyond their means, all in the name of keeping up with their peers. Many people think that if we are able to just own more stuff, we would be a lot happier than we are right now. Who wouldn't want more money to spend, a bigger house to live in, and cars to drive around town? However, this couldn't be further from the truth. There was a study which looked at the happiness level of lottery winners after winning the lottery. What they found was that while winning these large amounts of money did increase their happiness level, they quickly adapted to this new normal and their happiness level returned back to the baseline. This is because of something called the hedonic treadmill, which suggests that despite the many positive and negative life events, we tend to quickly return back to our stable level of happiness. I'm sure many of us have been in this situation before, where the more we earn, the more stuff we buy. The more we buy stuff in order to upgrade our lifestyle, but often ending up wondering why we are still so unhappy. Most of us would agree that we were a lot happier when we were younger, despite having barely any money.
Because our parents kept all our ang baos.
I think responsibilities aside, the biggest reason we were happier when we were younger is because we weren't always comparing ourselves with others, but rather all we cared about back then was just living in the moment and having as much fun as possible. Quick pause. Weibo is currently running a welcome promotion which lets you earn up to $600 worth of welcome rewards. But first, here's why you should check out Weibo. Weibo has a wide range of markets for you to trade and invest in, such as the US, Singapore, China, and Hong Kong markets. Not just that, Weibo offers low trading commissions. You can invest in US stocks and ETFs from just 50 cents per order with zero platform fee during regular and extended hours. And for the other markets, their pricings are one of the most competitive as well. Weibo also makes stock research easy, as it will show you tons of useful info such as company financials, analyst ratings, and up-to-date news. New users who sign up to Weibo now will get up to $600 options trading vouchers or up to $400 worth of Tesla shares when you deposit $100,000 by 28 February 2025, 3:59 PM Singapore time. Make 10 US buy trades within 30 days from the first deposit and maintain the funds there till 29 April 2025. This is on top of commission-free trades for US stock trading for 1 month, commission-free trades for Singapore stock trading for 1 year. Plus, both new and existing users will also get to enjoy US option commissions free when you trade a minimum of 100 options contracts per month. So if you are interested, do sign up to Weibo using my link down below. And let's get back to the video. One study from the US shows that 61% of wealthy individuals choose to be less flashy and drive non-luxury cars like Toyotas, Fords, and Hondas. This is because the rich know that they don't have to prove their worth to anyone, because to them, what matters is how much money they have in their bank account and not how they look on the outside. And this is a trend that you often see among the rich. For example, Warren Buffett, one of the richest people on earth, has been living in the same old house for more than 65 years. As he puts it, "I'm warm in the winter, I'm cool in the summer. I couldn't imagine having a better house." Not just that, billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates and the late Steve Jobs often wear plain clothes rather than LV or Gucci shirts and pants. As Zuckerberg once put it, "This is because I want to make a few decisions as possible about anything, except how to best serve this community." When you are busy trying to serve others, you end up caring less about trying to impress others, which, by the way, most of them won't even care how you look anyways, because everyone is too busy caring about themselves. To put things into perspective, let's say you are a 23 years old fresh grad who got your first paycheck and is looking to buy a new LV bag. This bag costs $3,500, and the moment you buy this bag, poof, you got a brand new bag, but now your bank account is a little emptier by 3.5k. Now, instead of spending this money, let's say you use it to invest in the S&P 500, assuming it gave an average return of 10% for the next 11 years, you would have ended up with $10,000, which is worth almost 3 LV backpacks, yeah? But wait, that's not all. If you continue to stay invested till you reach 40 years old, this money would turn into $17,000 instead, which is now worth almost 5 LV backpacks. Okay, I don't know why you need so many LV backpacks for, but with that money, you can do many other things in life, like going for a few more overseas trips, eating better meals, or even starting a new business venture selling bags, all from just investing 3.5k back when you were 23 years old. But perhaps the insidious thing about buying the LV bag isn't so much about missing out from the few $1,000 investment gains. Instead, it is once you have the habit of buying something to impress others, you will end up buying more and more things to keep up with the lifestyle. From branded clothes to million-dollar homes to cars, the cycle of wanting to be bigger and better than others will be harder and harder to stop. Which leads me to my next point. Most of us actually need very little to be happy. In fact, according to the minimum income standard study, a single elderly would only need around $1,492 to have a basic standard of living. Mind you, this amount isn't just only enough for basic food, water and shelter, yeah. It also includes things like jewelry, holidays and entertainment, things that make us able to live a little. But let's bump this up to $2,000 so that we have a little more leeway. Using the 4% safe withdrawal rule, in order to earn a $2,000 monthly income from our portfolio, we will need a portfolio size of around $600,000, far below the usual $1 million that many people think that we should have. Or even if we use a slightly more conservative 3.5% safe withdrawal rule, it will still work out to be $690,000. Assuming we only have a median pay of $5,197 after CPF contributions, we will be left with $4,157, and our pay never ever goes up.
Because we have a stingy boss.
With a super conservative 25% savings rate and a 6% market return, we can retire in just 31 years. Then, if we can bump our savings rates up to 35%, we can cut short our working years by 10 years and retire in just 25 years instead. But then, here's something interesting. How early you can retire doesn't have much to do with how much you are earning, but rather how much you can save. That's because even if you are able to earn $100,000 or $1 million a year, as long as you are spending away all that money, you will end up with less money and will have to continue working for many more years before you can retire. So then, how can we stop spending beyond our means? Well, I think we can start by asking ourselves what will truly make us happy.
Whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it's not Labubu.
So it can be your health, your relationships with friends and family, or purpose in life. Then work backwards from there. When you can make the conscious choice of spending your money a little more purposefully, you can avoid being stuck on the hedonic treadmill. And realistically, there's only so much you need to be happy in life. According to the fulfillment curve, we will only need enough money for our basic survival, comfort, and what we consider our luxury before our fulfillment level starts going down. And luxury can mean different things to different people. Some see luxury as living in a private property, being able to travel to Europe twice a year, and having lifestyle and wellness as experience, while others see luxury as having a place to live, being able to walk to your nearby coffee shop, and having a healthy body. Also, here's one thing that not many people realize. Whatever money that you earn are exchanged from the time you spend working, time that you will never be able to get back once it is gone. And because of that, My luxury means being able to work at a job that I enjoy while having the ability to not work all the way till 60 years old. It also means being able to spend more time with my kids who are growing up rather than being forced to work OT every other week. It means being able to bring my aging parents for holidays while they are still around. It also means waking up every day and appreciating life because I am free to do what makes me happy. Because all these things, both good and bad, will not last forever. And all this starts from living within our means and living life a little more purposefully.